Hey, y'all, what's up? This disciple Marcello Kearns Rain back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-America all day, anti-Freemasons all day, anti-Gangstalker all day, and anti-telepathy all day. So this video right here is going to be basically about uh, America likes a type of child. America likes a type of child, sexually speaking. Now they want to blame everybody else. They want to try to play games. The secret societies in America want to try to play games with individuals like me, but it don't work. I'm not your average gang stalking case, am I? I'm not your average gang stalking case, am I? Well, you're losing every time you play with me. I guess I'm not your average gang stalking case now, am I? Boom, Al. Okay. You lost your whole country. You got COVID-19, Al. Okay. You like a type of child. Let's kick the ballistics, like they used to say in the 90s. Let's kick the ballistics. You like a type of child. That's what we talking about today. The fact that in America likes a type of child sexually. I don't like a type of child. Any type of child. I don't care where they come from, what they look like, whatever they are, whatever type of child it is. I personally have proven to not like any type of child sexually. America, you haven't proven this. You have not proven this. You got the age of consent under 18 in 40 states. This is one law, guys. The age of consent, where a human being can say yes to sex. That age where they can say yes to sex is under 18 in 40 states. In other words, children can have sex in 40 states. So America likes a type of child while they sit back and demonize people they don't have evidence on. Who they're trying to put the OJ glove on. Al. Yeah, I know you've been trying to put that OJ glove on me for a while, ain't you? Just like the LAPD did OJ. Al. Only difference is you got the NYPD. Al. Cross country, but the same thing, Al. Yeah, you trying to put that OJ glove on me. It don't work, bruh. Listen, ain't nobody a pedophile but you. Okay? You got the age, you let children have sex in 40 states. Your last child marriage law was passed under the Trump administration. You like a type of child. And then you want to make it seem like it's everyone else. But we have proof that it's you. That's what we talking about. Shut your whole campaign down. Shut all these lanes, shut them all down. You like a type of child. Okay? They're not adults. They're not adults. So you like a type of child. Just admit it. Because we have proof of it. Okay? Real proof, on paper proof. Not magical George Jetson proof. Like that you try to have. Trying to slip an OJ club. Hey, they trying to slip an OJ glove in through telepathy. That's 7 Al. Hey, they trying to use telepathy and witchcraft to slip an OJ glove in. You got a witchcraft OJ glove. Well, that witchcraft OJ glove of pedophilia ain't sticking, is it? Hey. But we got something on you right now today. You got 43 states of child marriage. That's you like a type of child. Okay? This is all we need. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? Can't you feel it in the air? Can't you feel it in the air tonight? Okay? Can't you feel it in the air tonight? I can feel it coming in the air tonight. You got 43 states of child marriage laws. Child marriage laws. If you were drowning, I wouldn't lend a hand. I don't think you know. Seen my face before, but I don't think you know who I am. You could you can wipe off that grin, because it's all been a pack of lies. I know where you've been, so you can wipe off that grin. It's all been a pack of lies. You know what ain't the pack of lies, though? Them 43 states of child marriage. Ow. They ain't no pack of lies, buddy. Ow. That's what's not a pack of lies. The child marriage that you got going on. Listen, man, listen. Unlike you, I'm not playing no games. Listen, I'm not in no program or no format of games. This is 43 states of child marriage. This is the revolution. And I'm telling everybody, everywhere I go, everywhere, all the places, everywhere I'm at online, I'm talking about it. Okay? And this is facts. People can Google it and see. I don't have to come to their house. I don't have to play telepathy games. I don't have to dig into people's minds and brains. I don't have to do none of that. I put the information out. People seek it out for themselves, and they see that you like a type of child. That's it. That's it. It's settled. It's no fight. It's no struggle. How is it when you got the actual laws by the government? The American government is passing the laws. They have the laws in action. Okay? Excuse me. The American government has the laws in action. How is there a struggle? How is there a contest? You tell me how, right? How's there a contest? There is no contest. We won. You got 43 states of child marriage. You have no one here that can stand before me with any integrity. Because if it's not from what you've done, it's because you have been ignorant of what they have done. So if you're that ignorant, how can you talk about anything about children sexually? When you ignorant of the fact that your country got child marriage, you can't do nothing. So even if you wasn't part of the process, your ignorance makes you have a seed. Don't you see that? Your ignorance makes you have a seed. Okay? That's what happens when you're that ignorant. You have to have a seed. And you can say you're not a part of it, and we're going to do what we're going to do. No. You were too ignorant of your community to be doing anything. You're too ignorant of your own environment to be doing anything. And that's how God sees it. And if you stand up and continue to play games, your country is going to be gone in a matter of days. Don't you see that? A matter of days. We're not giving you years. God is going to take care of it in a matter of days. Yeah, that's the surprise. What you thought we was going to play? Let this go on to 2029? Why would I do that? When we already have it settled who you are. You're a country with 43 states of child marriage. What's to go on? Why should this go on? Anybody want America to go on? So we can settle it internationally. The international leaders can settle it. America is unfit to rule when they're marrying their own children. Can all the international leaders in the international community agree with me? Why should they rule? They got gangbanging, killing the kids. They got 43 states of child marriage, killing the kids. They're never going to get rid of racism. It's just what it is here. It can be fixed in other places, but it can't be fixed here. Russia was never against black people, right? Russia has never hated African Americans. America has, and America still does. Why do we need to keep this circus open? I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know what these people are going to do, but this system has to go. That's what I do know. And unfortunately, we can't go with a pack of people when this power has to cease to be. We don't know. I don't no longer care. It's more important that this power cease to be than we worry about who's here. That's how I feel. Hey, I mean, they're doing nothing either. They're part of the problem. They're killing their own kids here. The same people that we will be trying to save are the ones that's killing or gang banging and killing kids and killing their own black people killing themselves. So who are we saving? White people are racist. Hispanics and Latinos don't care. They're not involved in these problems between black and white people. So who are we saving? Who would we be saving when they're killing their own kids already? They're already doing that. So what are we saving? The American military are having sex with a type of child too. See, the kingdom of God rules over all these countries, because many of you other countries, I don't have to spell it out for you. You're having sex with a type of child too. The kingdom of heaven rules and reigns. I represent the kingdom of heaven. We're going to rule and reign, okay? That's what's going to happen, whether you like it or you don't like it. Because if you got the age of consent under 18, you like a type of child sexually, okay? You don't get to have your cake and eat it too and act like that's not a type of child. It is. And you can't bring up what people do in their past as a child to compare to what you do as adults with children. Okay, it's not the same thing, buddy. That's not tomato, buddy. That's not tomato. Okay, it's one thing to do things as an adult. It's one thing to do things as a child. It's a whole different animal and ball game, buddy. We're talking about what your government has done that Russia has not done. Russia doesn't have child marriage. China does not have child marriage. So now people are starting to look at you as the international problem. I know you thought it was somebody else. You thought it was somewhere in the Middle East. Well, they're not marrying children, are they? That's my next studies. We're going to see if all these Middle Eastern countries that you hated over the decades, let's go see if they got child marriage. I'm pretty sure they don't. Okay, so the bottom line is, man, you're trying to play cat and mouse, and you playing with a lion, fully grown lion, buddy. I'm not no mouse. Okay, you got child marriage up in here. We not playing with nobody. Okay? And it's over with. Okay? And so that's how this is the real image of America. Welcome to it. These clowns try to talk about welcome to the real world. Let me welcome you to the real world. You got 43 states of child marriage. Let me welcome you to the real world, and stop trying to have this false synthetic introduction like you're introducing me to something. Can't be serious. I'm introducing you to the real world, where you got 43 states of child marriage and your whole country and culture didn't know about it. But that's the real truth. That's the seventh hour. Yeah, I'm welcoming you to the real world. Let's look at things for what they really are, not these little games, George Jetson games. I am actually introducing you all to your real country. Okay? And I'm not scared. I'm not scared to die. Okay? You are marrying children. You incriminate everyone. You've played with black people way too long. And now it's time for you to suffer. And that's all it is to it. It's time. You've done everything. You've done everything in all kind of ways. And now it is time for you to suffer. And I don't care how many black people on your side. I don't care who's all on your side. The bottom line is you raped this land, took it from Native Americans, enslaved black people. You're still racist. And now you got child marriage. It's time. It's time, bro. It's time. That's all. That's all it is. Black people killing each other, people killing their own children in this country, people pushing people on trains and killing innocent people on trains, homeless people pushing a docile Asian woman who was helping homeless people, pushing her on the tracks, and she's dead now. It's just time. Ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. You going through theatrics, and I am not. This is not theatrics, buddy. This is not acting. This is not drama school. You played the wrong game, and now you lose. God gave me the portion to destroy you. You got 43 states of child marriage. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing else. And you listen, you ain't got nobody else to blame but who? Yourself. That's why it's a perfect portion. You can't say, I did something to you. You can't. I did it to you? I made you sign papers for child marriage? Huh? Man, you tripping, man. You done lost your mind. That's what happened. You done lost your mind. You got 43 states of child marriage, and ain't nobody trying to hear nothing else you talk about. You think an American trying to hear anything else you talk about? Keep it 100. Any American trying to hear anything else they talk about? Why they have child marriage here? These Freemasons with their big heads and their big hats. You got 43 states of child marriage. You think I'm trying to hear anything you got to say, any philosophy you got? I don't care about it. I don't care about it. If you were so enlightened and so intelligent, how come you ain't know this? So your intelligence means nothing to me. It means nothing. I don't care what you know. I don't care who told you. You got child marriage up in the greatest country in the world, supposed to be, and you're looking for a way out, and it ain't one. It ain't one. It ain't one. Because you can't explain it. You can't wiggle your way out of it. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay? And what kind of man would I be to let you go free anyway when you've been playing with me? What kind of man would I be? What kind of man would I be? Right is right. And justice is justice. We find justice in the form of you actually being the one that's playing with children. We find justice in the form of you having 43 states of child marriage. That's justice whether you like it or not. Okay, yeah, you wanted to play a game instead of giving me my money. Guess what happened? We found child marriage on you, buddy. Boom. Best form of justice it is. The way you incriminated other people, we found out it was you. We found out it was the Americans. That's the best form of justice in this situation that it is, really, actually. See, God provides. God provides, bro. He provides. He provides. And so you can shuck and jive. You can dance all around. You can become a dancing chihuahua if you want to. While you become a dancing chihuahua, I got 43 states of child marriage on you. And we don't fear nobody in anything and everything. Once these international leaders find this out, which most of them know, you know, Putin already kind of hinted at it anyway. He's aware of how normal pedophilia is. He took the time to address it in his message. Okay? I want him to know specifically that you have 43 states of child marriage. That's what we want him to know. You ain't the greatest country in the world anymore. You got child marriage, buddy. Ow. So you're the greatest country with child marriage. You're the greatest country in the world with child marriage. Man, come on, man. Come on, let it go, bro. Let it go. It's over. You cease to be the greatest because of child marriage. That's how we got you. Listen, defeat comes in unlikely ways now, doesn't it? Defeat comes in unlikely ways now, doesn't it? Well, you got all your other bases covered. So this is an unlikely way of you being defeated. You didn't see this one coming, did you? Well, if you saw it coming, you wouldn't have did it. You got 43 states of child marriage, buddy. Defeat comes in unlikely ways now, doesn't it? Yeah. You listen. You have the real now America, the real America put in front of everybody who you really are. And there's too many states for the states that's out of it. The 7 states that has nothing to do with it, supposedly, you draw off the other 43 states too much to act, and you support the other 43 states too much to act like you're independent from it. Well, if you're a part of it, you're in alliance with it, you're the United States, you're not the independent states, so you're united with 43 states of child marriage. That's a 7 hour. You're united with the 43 states, so don't trip. So don't trip. Let it happen. Let it happen to you. Death ain't that bad. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's an easy process when you don't fight. Okay? You've been a part of it, whether you like it or not. You've been drawing off of all these other places, these other states, the 43 states. You know, you've been drawing off of them. So, you know, places like Florida will say, well, we had nothing to do with it. But look at how many other states that you did not comment on. You didn't comment on all these other states. I know you down there thinking that you good. How you good? You insult my intelligence. How are you good when you're affiliated with the 43 states? You're united with the 43 states. How you good? You sure about that? With all your affiliations with all these other states, how are you good and you're saying nothing about it? So you're letting it, your silence gives consent. Ow. Oh, whoa. Your silence gives consent, man. You ain't innocent either. I know you thought, listen, you didn't think I was going to get around to getting you, did you? Well, see, the problem is with you, and I'm addressing, do a video about this too. The 7 states that don't have the child marriage, the problem with you is you're too intertwined with the ones that do. Oh yeah, buddy. You're intertwined with the 43 states. How couldn't you be? You got to have business with them. You're dealing with them. You listen. You got all kind of money tied up in all these different places. Come on now. Come on. Whose intelligence are you insulting? You're involved with the 43 states. The other 7 states, you are involved. Huh? Who you want to blame? Who you mad at? Me or yourself? That's why I like to ask my enemies, who are you mad at? Me or yourself? For not knowing this and pursuing crazy endeavors? Or you know, being part of the process and not realizing what you was doing? You just gave us the best ammunition in the world. I mean, first, I'm going to tell you why. Your whole country, you made a whole community. You cultivated, that's the best word. You cultivated a whole community that felt like they were child protectors. They all feel like they're child protectors. Go ask these Americans. How do they feel? See, the only olive branch that they have is to separate from you as a government. Because we can give them a little credit. Okay, you wasn't like that as a community. As the American community, you were not pedophilias, I guess you could say. But unfortunately, you are defending the system that is. So what are we supposed to do? See, the olive branch is that you separate from this system and let it die. But you're not doing that now, are you? So guess what? What we supposed to do? Okay, you're a child protecting country, nation, community, but your government has child marriage. And so you see what you've done? You see what the American government has done? You have cultivated a whole child protecting community. Well, not all of them. I mean, some of them are doing what they do, you know. Let's be 100. Well, somebody's taking advantage of these child marriage laws. Down in Tennessee, 3 10-year-old girls got married down there. So I can't give you a full credit. I can give you some credit. Some people here are not marrying children, but some people are. Obviously, there's real child marriage cases of American citizens marrying children. But you've cultivated the American government. How stupid could you be? You've cultivated a whole a whole child protecting community and culture. All of them, the famous people, the homeless people, everybody, everything in between. They all are self-proclaimed child protectors, right? But then you go past a child marriage law with a whole child protecting community around you that you've cultivated over the years. Can't make this up. Ain't my fault. It's your fault, Al. You make a whole child protected community, right? Then 3 years ago in 2019, you make child marriage laws under the Donald Trump administration. If it's not relevant enough, come on now. How more relevant can that be? They passed their last child marriage law under the Donald Trump administration, after they have cultivated for years a child protecting community. So why would you pass child marriage laws in a whole community that is cultivated according to child protection? Who would do that? That's suicide. When all these crazy, hungry, bloodthirsty, pedophile hunting people are all around. Hunting pedophiles, hunting people that prey on children. Why would you pass child marriage law with that type of climate in your country? It's besides me, and you can't blame me. It's shocking, even to me. You see it everywhere. You got the culture that's child protecting. You got movies, all type of movies. Halle Berry in the movie, 2 different types of movie. As Frankie, you remember the movie Frankie, when she was protecting a little girl and put the dude in the basement at the end of the movie? Then she was a child protector in where her son was kidnapped, called Kidnap. So it's in your culture. But yet, meanwhile, while these movies were made, you had child marriage in the country. So I guess it's fiction for real, these movies. Well, reality is you got child marriage here. That's reality. So I guess that part's fiction. Well, you're protecting children. That's the 7th hour. And look. Listen, who you mad at? Me yourself, bro. I didn't ask for this. You asked for it. You asked to put child marriage in your country, bro. I didn't ask for it. You asked for it. So won't you be a man? Because you know these people that made these child marriage laws are not men. What real man to make a child marriage law that protects children? What real woman would? That's a mother. That's a caretaker by nature. What real woman, a mother, would do that? So we can establish that these are not men and women in our books. Is that a man and a woman in your book that passed child marriage laws? So won't they be men and women once in their life? Right? In some form or fashion, won't they be a man or a woman once in their life? And take full responsibility for the monsters that you've created by law. Huh? Don't blame me. Don't listen. You're being a coward. Yes, you are. You're being a coward because I got you red-handed. And I don't care what you think about me and my life. What you're doing, anything I've done pales in comparison to what you've done. And in fact, most people will say, I've redeemed myself. This is my redemption. It's my redemption. Pulling the facts out that you're the one that's marrying children. Most people will say, this is my redemption. Oh, wow. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone. This is my redemption. And I'm defeating my enemies. Why no one cares what I did. Do you care? Now that I'm telling you something you didn't know, your culture and community didn't know. Now, do you care what I did? You don't, do you? That's my redemption, buddy. Al, God don't play no games, buddy. I got redemption and defeated you all in one, buddy. Hey, how can you not say you're not defeated? Man, listen, you can't turn no heat up on me. I'm turning heat up on you. Yeah, let's stop this. Let's stop this Keebler elf foolishness. Okay, no one cares what the process is of how you get your children married. We care that you sat down and made child marriage laws, bro. Who are you think you playing with? Huh? Listen, man, you the sucker, you the turkey. I don't play no games. You got child marriage, you played with me, and now it's time to pay the piper. Listen, man, listen. It's time to pay the piper, man. Anybody jump and they got 43 states of child marriage, man, this whole country is going to World War III. When you fools got child marriage and you playing games with me, huh? I'm talking about your reality and you making moves outside of your reality. You think you're going to survive doing that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You jump in this World War III, buddy. You jump in this World War III. The games are over, buddy. It's too goofy of you to be doing anything. When you got child marriage, it's goofy of you to do anything after that. That's what we talking about. It's goofy of you to be doing anything. And if you jump, it's World War III. That's goofiness to the extreme. You should go into World War III. Ain't nobody playing no games, bro. That's too much goofiness. You should be dead because of your goofiness. That's 100. You got child marriage and you doing what as a community? You should be having a seat and watch the master rule. Yeah, I know. You didn't expect this, did you? Well, it's like it's fitting for a black man to be doing this. Let's just look at that part. It's fitting for a black man to be doing it. The black man finally got his revenge. Yeah, let's look at it that way. Yeah, it's more than one way to look at it. I finally got my revenge. I embody all the people that that you've hurt and harmed and killed and assassinated. I embody all of that. And I'm coming for revenge. You got 43 states of child marriage, buddy. We ain't trying to hear nothing else, man. We shutting that down. We shutting that circus down. And that's all it is to it. And ain't a thing funny. That's what's wrong with your community. Too goofy. You're too goofy. I've never been a goofy person. I'm hilarious, as you can see. I got a sense of humor. But goofiness is not funny. Now, is it? Yeah, it's your attempt at humor. But it fails. You're goofy. Yeah, you're goofy when you're playing with me and you got child marriage. Huh? You're goofy. It's your attempt at humor, but you fail. You're goofy. You're goofy when you attempt humor but fail. Gang stalkers. Let's talk about you. You got COVID-19 on the country. It's your attempt at humor, but you failed, bro. Don't you get it? Okay, you're goofy. And I despise a goofy person. If you're not funny, stop trying to be. If you're not a humorous person, stop trying to be. Okay? Get out the game of humor. Stop trying to be a comedian. Stop trying to be a comedian. Okay? Because they laughing at you, buddy. You can't be serious. Man, come on, man. That's a joke, bro. Man, won't you take your chicken tail home? You a chicken. Okay? All right, listen, bro. Listen. Are you listening to the facts I got? Are you listening to the facts? Are you just another goofy person yourself? Are you listening to the facts? Huh? Are you listening to the facts? That's what I'm saying. And I'm informing people every day in every way, bro. I'm on it, bro. You don't play with no black man like that. What you think, man? You don't play with no black man like that. Listen. And you got child marriage here. What you think a black man gonna do? Bring it all the way home, buddy. Bring the hammer down, lay the hammer down to bring it all the way home, buddy, and get her done. Yeah, I'm getting her done. I'm going to get her done. I'm going to get her done, buddy. You got 43 states of child marriage. I'm going to get her done. I'm going to get her done. Can't be serious. Play with a black man like that. You done lost your mind. And you got child marriage running around here. Can't be serious. Ain't no way out, man. I'm getting her done. Yeah, and you would too. If they was messing with you playing goofy games that no one finds funny, and you find out that they got child marriage, bro, you taking it all the way home. That's real. I'm taking it all the way home, bro. Yeah, you would do the same. Listen, if you were me, you would do the same thing, bro. I promise you would. I promise you would. You would do the exact same thing. You find out they got child marriage and they playing games with you. What you gonna do? Man, I'm bringing it all the way home, bro. I'm telling you what you need to know, as opposed to what they've been telling you. They've been telling you all kind of crazy stuff. Let's talk about these facts around here. Let's bring people back to the real world. Everybody talking about keeping it real. Let's do that. Let's do keep it real, which means keep it reality. See, you done said keep it real so long, you forgot what it meant. Keep it real means keep it reality, bro. Let's keep it reality. You got 43 states of child marriage. That's your reality, man. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's your reality. That's keeping it reality, bro. Yeah. Ain't no way for it. Listen, can't you feel yourself drowning? Just stop fighting the waves, man. Stop fighting against it, bro. The more you stop fighting against it, probably some of y'all can live, man. Stop trying to fight against it, bro. You can't do it, man. You can't listen. You can't do it, bro. You can't do it. Because it's nothing you ain't, listen, Joe Biden and nobody can explain this, can they? They can't explain this, man. They can't tell you they can't tell you nothing about this, can they? Listen, these celebrities, all these people you respect, can they tell you anything about it? They can't, can they? They can't tell you nothing, huh? You think I fear that, bro? That's the difference between me, and no disrespect, but the leaders in the past, I got information on them that everybody care about. Some people just don't care about pro-black issues and black struggle. They don't care. Obviously not. Are they doing anything about it? So they don't really care, do they? You see anything being done about these harsh conditions? Huh? Ain't nothing being done. So you can assume, it's safe to assume somebody doesn't really care a lot, do they? Okay, so that's not, I'm not in the same lane of people in the past about these issues where people really don't care about, they're nonchalant about. They don't care about it, bro. I'm talking about something I know everybody care about. 43 states of child marriage by law, baby. Boom. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It ain't no way around it. Black people care about it. White people care about it. Everybody care about it. Because it affects every ethnicity that's under the American sun, buddy. You under the American moon and the American sun, it affects you. And I'm getting her done. I'm getting her done. Even these rednecks care about this. Rednecks saying, get her done. Get her done. I don't like them, but get her done. I don't like them, but get her done. They got 43 states of child marriage. I was already done with this country. Get it done. That's a 7 hour. That's how rednecks say it. That's 7 hour. That's how a truck driver say it. That's a 7 hour. Hey, redneck say, that's a 7 owl. That's 7 owl. Telling you, man, we got this wrapped up, man. Can't be serious. Hey, I listen. I got everybody on my side, bro. See, you should have known you couldn't win with one thing, man. Listen. How you gonna win talking about some pro-black issues and black people killing each other, man? I can't make this up, bro. Come on, man. How they gonna take any of that seriously until that cleans up? That's what I'm saying. Who intelligence have you been insulting here? Not mine. I'm not with that. Because I feel like it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for us to talk as if we're civil rights leaders over here, and then we just completely like, how you want to put it? Hood politicians over there. So your civil rights activist politicians over here, but then when we come to the hood, you hood politics, you all in the hood flavor. You all in the mix of the hood and how they thinking and everything. So how can you deliver them when you practicing ignorance yourself concerning concealing murders of black people through the no snitching policy? Yeah, that no snitching policy is part of the sellout. Let me do a message on that. That's a 7 hour. Let me do a message on that. Where the snitching policy is part of the sellout. Don't you see things for what they really are when I talk about this stuff? Listen, man. I'm brawny, man. I'm Cock Diesel with this, man. Bruh. I'm knocking people on their backs, bruh. You can't be serious. I'm Cock Diesel with this, man. You got 43 states with child marriage. Listen, man. Listen, who is there to save? There's no one to save, bro. This is a fallen country, man. Listen, man. That's why some black people, they are starting to affiliate with Russia. The African Socialist Party, they're doing it. Go check them out. They've already started to affiliate with Russia because they feel Russia hasn't done them no wrong. I did it on my own. And just in case you think I'm some cornball that just became a part of Russia because of this Ukrainian war, go check my Facebook. You can go check my Facebook and see I've been socializing and networking with Russians for years. Just in case you think I'm some cornball that just started doing this because of the Ukrainian war, which I haven't really even been paying attention to too much. Just making sure Russia wins, that's about it. Okay, so, yeah, that's what I mean. I've been, cool with Russia. Put it like that. I've been cool with them because they have never enslaved black people. They haven't. They have never had a racist system towards black people. There's no history of that. But we do have a history of you being our enemy less than, how long? 200 years ago? Yeah, you ain't even been our ally 1,000 years yet. Oh boy, that's good. American has not been even the African ally for 1,000 years. Get 1,000 years under your belt where you ain't oppressing us and lynching us and stuff, and then we can talk about how you on our side. How long you been on our side? Let's do the math. What? 1600s, 1700s you wasn't. So we're talking about less than 600 years. You listen, 600 years ago, you was the enemy. 500 years ago, you was the enemy. 400 years ago, you was the enemy. Between 400 and 700 years ago, you was the enemy, bro. Come on, man. Stop playing. You just was the enemy. Now you all of a sudden because it's convenient for you to act like that, because you want to work us and you don't want us to uprise, and there's too many people up here for us to uprise. That's why they always trying to pacify the uprising, and you so silly you don't see it. They don't care enough how they've been doing anything for you. So they aren't doing anything for you, but they're constantly trying to pacify you because they don't want you to uprise. You got too many guns, and in the community that you are is too wild. Okay? It's too wild. The truth is, you got 300 million plus people here. The military couldn't do nothing with that. The military can't do nothing with that, and then they don't want to. Who they gonna have after that? If they lose you, what do they have? See, yeah, there you go. There you go. Now you're getting it. So it's a lose-lose situation. If you beat them, they lose. If they kill you, they lose. You see it now? You're getting it. Who they gonna have after that? Who they gonna import? Oh, the Mexicans? They ain't gonna come here after all this stuff being wiped out like that. Mexicans say, no, amigo. Don't think so, amigo. No way, Jose. They gonna come into America after they wiped out all those people like that? You must be crazy. You must be loco. You must be drinking Four Locos. You must be drinking Four Locos. Loco drinking Four Locos. You think I'm coming back to America after they wiped out the whole community? That's what we talk about. So what would they have? That's why they have to stop you from uprising, because either you would kill them or they would kill you, and it's a lose-lose situation. Don't you see that? Don't you see that? And you can talk about the population, you can talk about all that you want, but they still need people to work their fields. I know all about that conspiracy stuff. You know why I don't incorporate it into my message? Because I got enough shells right here, and I got enough nukes right here without it. I don't need to talk about all the population and getting the country down to a certain number. I know all about that. I know about the RFID chips, chipping everybody. Yeah, I could talk about all that stuff. Stuff that ain't happened yet. When they said it was gonna happen. Boom, ow. Hey, how long they been saying the RFID chip was gonna happen? How long ago they were talking about that? They've been talking, listen, they got, you can go back and check videos. They were talking about by 2000 something. It was going to be RFID chips and all of this new ID stuff and all of it. Ain't none of that happened, has it? That's why, listen, man, Alex Jones totally failed us. He made a complete fool out of people that whistleblow. And he was doing it. He was on the roll for a while. And then, you know what happened? He got attacked. Boom, ow. I'm not celebrating his attack, but that's what happened. Okay? That's what happened. Because you explained how he started being bugged out all of a sudden, like he bipolar or something. But he was good at first. He was on it. But then he just went left, too far left, you know? And he started talking about all kind of wild stuff and all that, man. You know, and Alex Jones had a platform. All he had to do was drive it home with the facts of 43 states of child marriage. But all his education, all his seeking of information, he never said anything about this information now, did he? So I want you to separate me, differentiate me from the Alex Jones of the world. No disrespect to Alex Jones. But I got it from here, bro. I got it from here. I got it from here. Your services are no longer needed. Okay? You messed up, bro. You start going left into all this stuff, bro. And you had 43 states of child marriage information. And you had a whole platform. All you had to do was drive that down the middle, and you would have had the whole country on your side. But this is what I'm trying to show you, man. This is what I'm trying to show you. All these fools around here, you know, and no disrespect to him when I say that. All these fools around here, all these fools talking about things that's irrelevant to real facts that could deliver us. If Alex Jones had been talking about 43 states of child marriage, everybody would have been on board. He put a little bit of this other stuff he talking about, jazzed that up a little bit in there, then coded around the 43 states of child marriage. Boom, man. We would have had this done. We would have been done with this. He wasted all that time talking about stuff that we don't know. That's what I'm saying, man. And these people think they're sent by God. When you're sent by God, you come with information that delivers. I come with information that delivers. That's how you know I'm sent. You know how I'm sent? How you know? Because I got information that set you free. What are all these other people doing? They got all these followings. Like Alex Jones got all these followings. But what are they saying to set you free, man? Nothing. That's the difference between Christians and all these. I'm not saying he's not a Christian. I'm not saying that. I can't take anybody's salvation, right? You can't take mine either. But you are not close to the Holy Ghost, because the Bible says the Holy Ghost will lead you into all truth. He will lead you into it. How come he ain't led none of y'all into it? Because you don't have a relationship with the Holy Ghost. You don't have a relationship with the Holy Ghost. I do. Okay? And he has led me. It's not an it, it's a he. It's a he. It's not Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's a he, and he has led me into the truth of what this situation is. You explain how come the rest of y'all didn't know it. You explain how Alex Jones wasted days and days of message time. It added up to days of all the hours he spent raving and ripping and ranting all over the internet, but nothing. You explain how that happens. He's the perfect example of whistleblower goes wrong. Talk about all this stuff that don't matter, bro. Wasting mad time. Same thing with like the pro-black movements too. I can't leave you out. All this stuff that nobody cares about right now, man. Man, listen, man, black people don't even want to hear half of that no more. Go check it out. They don't even want to hear half of that, bro. They don't. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, man. You know what they want to hear? Why this country got child marriage over here. Why they got child marriage? We want to know. We don't want to hear about none of the pro-black stuff and black people killing each other and don't even care. Okay, how we can defend something like that? How can we defend a community like that? How? Use common sense. How? Think outside of your biased self and wonder how can you defend somebody that's killing themselves. Stop being biased and think of outside of yourself. If it was somebody else, how could you defend that? You couldn't, could you? Okay, so see, that's where we at. It's a lost cause, man. Don't you see? It's a lost cause. It is a lost cause, man. At this point, we're in a fallen world, man. It's all falling apart. Don't feel bad. It's all falling apart. Everybody's messed up. But we just got to make it known that that community's messed up too. To the point where they can't rule. It's all fantasy world. They're thinking the black people can rule when they're killing each other. You're too biased. If we put you in power, you would be biased over your community, which unfortunately is doing the most killing. So how could we put you in power? You're already biased, and you probably would continue being biased, and your community is doing the most killing, which means the killing would go on because you're biased. So we would have to have someone in rule that would not be biased towards black on black crime, which would not be you because you're already biased. So you're not fit to rule today, and I am. You have to be fit to rule today, to be the king today. Well, how are you the king today and you ain't fit to rule today? That's the 7th hour. How are you fit to be the king today, but you're not fit to rule today? Yeah, I ain't talking about tomorrow when you get it together. I'm talking about today. And see, that's the difference between fantasy world and reality. You don't know about child marriage as a collective community? Okay, see what I'm saying? So don't see, please understand. We're in two different lanes here. Okay? I took the rejection. I took it on the chin. And I rolled on. And listen, I kept it classy. I kept it classy. I kept it classy. I took it on the chin. You played high school games, and I kept it 100. You played, yeah. You didn't think I knew that, did you? Listen, come on, man. Listen, somebody's always the Holy Ghost gonna let me know. If all else fails, the Holy Ghost gonna let me know what you're doing. And that's why it didn't work out for you either. You can't play with God's prophets. I don't care I don't care where you come from. Yeah, I don't care where you come from. You cannot play with God's prophets. And now you know. See, you've been playing with these Americans. Yeah, you can tell them. You can get mad and censor them and cancel them. You can do all of that. But when it comes to God's people, and you play with us like we in high school, you play with us like we're in high school and we're not. When you play with us like that, you're going to get spanked every single time. You're going to get spanked every time. That's what's going to happen. And you can sit up and play games, the popular games, but nobody's going by that. What we going by is not rap arena. This is not rap arena. I'm not a rapper. I know. You went by the fact that I was a poet, I rapped. You think that makes me a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Rapper to me is a person that's culturally you're in the culture, you're part of hip hop. I'm not a rapper. I'm a spiritual leader. I'm a prophet. That's what I am. And that's why you think you can intimidate me with rappers and images of rappers and their family. That doesn't intimidate me. I'm a prophet of God. Listen, that makes you scared. It doesn't make me scared at all. Because I know where I stand. I know where my heart is at. I know what I'm doing and not doing. I'm a grown man. You can't maneuver. Listen, brother, you ain't dealing with no Pee Wee Sherman type of guy. Somebody that's named Sherman. They eat sherbet ice cream. Some awkwardly weird guy. You're not dealing with nobody like that. Some Laffy Taffy dude. Walking around wearing pastel colors. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys, bro. You playing with the real thing here. I'm not one of those awkwardly off guys, bro. You play with me, man. We're going to spank you every single time, bro. Yeah. I'm not playing no games, bro. I live in the real world. We go by reality, something you've gotten way out of touch with. Yeah, we talking about 43 states of child marriage. And you talk about what? Psychological stuff that you think is cool? The bad part about that is there's no reality behind it. No reality. And I'm still unscathed by it all, bro. Huh? Man, listen, man, bro. Only thing on my mind is bringing this country to justice. That's what I'm talking about. Why suckers will be suckers and psychological nuts will be psychological nutcases. Why they will be psychological nutcases, I'm talking about these child marriage laws in 43 states that's going to sum all of this up, something that the black community didn't do, something that the American community, collectively speaking, didn't do. So how you going to rule over me? Explain to me, besides fantasy world where people are queens and kings, explain to me how you're going to rule over me when you have no information, when you have no progression, when you do not progress the people. You know what kings and queens do in reality? I'm not talking about a Burger King hat king, not a Burger King crown, not a Burger King crown king, or not a Burger King crown queen. I'm talking about a real king. You know what they do? You know what real queens and kings do? Not the ones that got little, Instagrams and you think you're a queen. I ain't talking about you. You know what real queens do? They progress the community. You're not progressing the community, bro. You're just a cultural king. You're just a cultural queen. You have to progress the community in every aspect. Huh? And how you gonna do? Man, come on, man. You on Instagram twerking. You think you a queen, bro? Man, you can't be serious. Man, listen, man. That's all I'm saying. Let's separate, let's differentiate fairy tales from sci-fi and all of this, right? From real progression. I ain't talking about no money. Money is not progression. Under the American government, money is stimulating white families and white companies. So, and no matter how many bags you get, guess what? You're giving it back to the white community. Because you're going to go buy their stuff, right or wrong. That's why people tell you to support black companies. But even the black companies is still under umbrellas of white companies. Listen, man, I can't make this up, bro. There is no black rule. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You giving all that money back to white families. You see them stacks that people be showing on TV or on videos? Listen, all that's going back to white families. That's who's going to have it in the end. Boom, Al. Oh, I'm wrong about it. When you buy them cars, that's going to all black families. When you buy all them clothes and all them jewelry pieces, that's going to black families. Either way it goes, whether it's the jeweler, whether it's the car dealer, it's either him that has that business is either of the white families or they gonna give it to white families. So ultimately it still goes to white families. Okay? So money does not rule. It goes back to white families. Boy, that's good right there. Yeah. I need to do a video on that. Listen, money goes back to white families in America, buddy. Newsflash. And listen, the bottom line is you're not ruling. The only way you're gonna rule, I'm talking real life, bro. No one, listen, people think it's a pipe dream. That's sad. That's real sad. The only way you can rule is if you realize the system that you under. That system will never, ever, ever be black families. You think these white families gonna let black families rule over all these decades of families of white people? So it's never gonna happen. Listen, I ain't saying something to pacify you. I'm talking about stuff that's on my heart. I'm not saying something to get you to get on my side. Listen, what I'm scared of? Psychological games that people think they got me in, bro. Man, come on, man. I'm a grown man, bro. 100. I done been around killers. What I need to be scared of? What do I need to be scared of that I haven't interacted with? I've interacted with killers. That's my point. So what do I need to be scared of? Huh? Listen, bro. Man, come on, bro. Listen, man, I got this, man. Listen, I know you thought I was going to go out like Apollo did. Except it wasn't a Russian. You thought the Americans was going to hit me like Drago hit Apollo, right? You thought, listen, I talk it and I back it up, bro. I got 43 states of child marriage on them. I know, don't doubt me, doubt yourself. Don't doubt me. Won't you get out of my lane and start speaking on my name, bro? Listen, don't speak on my name. If you doubt me, no, go on about your business. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Won't you doubt yourself? Don't doubt me. Don't come speaking words over me. Because you the reason why we ain't get this done anyway. So you ain't fit to have faith. You don't have faith to go into this area. You lack faith, bro. Huh? God only empowers those who have faith. I got faith. I got faith and I'm getting it done. I don't need doubters and weak people. You know what I'm saying? Sitting back spectating, eating chicken, spectating on what's going to happen. I'm cursing that too. Man, listen, man. You a doubter. You weak. You will always be controlled. I don't care about your words. You understand? Listen, don't come talking that ignorant foolishness over me. Okay, yeah, I'm getting it done. I don't need you here. You obviously are not able to rule. So why would you be effective here, seeing me rule? You ain't even fit to. Man, come on, man. I'm making all the sense in the world, bro. Listen, I'm making all the sense in the world. America likes a type of child, and no one has been talking about it. You can't see as a fully grown man me liking a type of child, can you? That's all folklore, bro. Have you seen me over 18 with somebody under 18? You have not, have you? Okay, that's all we got to say. We don't have to explain nothing else. Now, do we? Listen, I don't got to explain nothing else. I don't have to. That's all you need to know. And I should have been like that. But instead, I broke it down to you how things happen. All I had to say was, have you seen somebody with me At 18, have you seen me doing anything weird? Any kind of things perverted? Any kind of bestiality? Any kind of pedophilia? You see me doing any of that over 18? You didn't, did you? Okay then. You ain't seen nothing like that, right? No perversion, nothing funny, nothing weirdo. That's all I had to say is that you see me at 18 doing nothing that they talking about. So we're holding people to be accountable as adults, right? So you see me do nothing as a man at 18 with anybody underage, have you? Okay then, that's all I had to say, and it's over with. And you lose. And guess what? Not only do you lose, you fail, and you will die as a system because you got 43 states of child marriage. You see what I'm saying? I win, bro. God is on my side for real. You better realize that, because if anything happens to me, your whole country goes up in flames. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. If I'm even touched, as you can see, mass shootings will happen. Look at the last time somebody tried to fight me at the deli down the street over here, or what, near Astoria over there in over here by the deli in front of the Buccaneer Cafe on Astoria Boulevard. That little deli over there, right in front of the Buccaneer Cafe. I got jumped over there. Less than a month later, you had 2 mass shootings. Oh, that's a coincidence. Oh, that's a coincidence. Man, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you ignorant people something. If I'm even touched, your whole country gonna go up in flames. And you can take your chances and you will get flames. That's the facts, buddy. So listen, you ain't doing nothing but playing. You going through the motions, trying to save face. And if I'm even touched, everything goes. Ain't no way out, buddy. This is how it feels to be conquered, and you ain't gonna manipulate. You are not gonna manipulate. I know America's been good at manipulating. Not this time. Not this time, buddy. You can put on a show and everything, and we're gonna curtain call this situation. We're gonna curtain call this situation. We're gonna close the curtains on this. Because God already showed me the good guy wins this time. Malcolm X, all these people died. This time, a guy like me that's speaking the truth about this government is going to win. Yeah, I'm aware of how people think. Oh, something's gonna happen to him. How come it ain't happened yet? Huh? How come it ain't happened yet? Because they can't do it. Listen, man, listen. They can't do it by power, and they can't do it by information. They got 43 states of child marriage. Why would somebody want to touch me? And I'm the one talking about it on top of that. Can't make this up. Listen, man, I'm good. I promise you, it won't be one person. And some people say, well, one person could do something. Okay, you keep thinking like that. That's your doubts. That's your insecurities. That's why you haven't done nothing. Because you're scared of somebody coming out the woodworks and shooting you. Yeah, let's keep it 100. You scared of some loose person coming out the woodworks and shooting you, ain't you? So that makes you a coward compared to me. I'm getting it done, bro. And you should be willing to die for this anyway, which means you a double the coward. You're scared of people and you're scared to die. You're scared to die for what's right and you're scared of people anyway. So you're not fit to walk in my shoes, so don't counsel me. Don't insinuate. Don't even speak about your fears in front of me. Don't even speak about your insecurities and what you're talking about, because that's you. That's why the whole country is the way it is. Because everybody's scared of the man. Everybody's scared of these white folks. I'm not. I'm the generation that you knew was coming. I'm the generation that you knew was coming that ain't scared of none of them. Yeah, all of y'all been scared way too long, and I'm not. That's why God didn't put me in the slavery times, because I would have murked one of them. I would have killed the slave master. I would have killed him. I would have killed him if I had the chance. I would have killed him. See, we're all born in different times for different reasons. And you still acting like a slave in the slave master times because you're submitted to a country and you don't realize you're free and you're free to do what you want to do. It's like an animal that has been in cage so long, you put him out the cage and he's still sleeping around the cage. Because he's been in the cage so long. He smelled his scent in the cage. You set them free out the cage. It's psychological. The animal will still be around the cage. You've seen studies like that? They'll cage an animal for a certain amount of time, right? They'll come back, let the animal out. The animal will not leave the atmosphere or the vicinity or the environment of the cage. They won't do it. They'll still be outside around the cage, sleeping around the cage, because it smells its scent. It senses, it feels through its entrapment or being captive that it smells where it's being, that environment of being captive, and it feels that's where it belongs. It still feels it belongs there. That's how you are. You still feel like you still should be submitted to the white man under a cage, in a cage. You still, because your scent is still, you still smell your ancestors and this is no disrespect. You smell our ancestors and where they were, and you still feel, and your senses tell you that's where you belong. That's why Donald Trump talking about make America great again. You know what that means? You in the cage. Well, America ain't never been great for you. America has never been great for you. So I'm not on trial, bro. You got it messed up. You got it twisted. I'm not on trial. America's on trial. They got 43 states of child marriage. I'm on trial. Because you've been lied to and played with, and the reality is they suffering every time they play with me. So how am I on trial? How am I subject to what they want to do? They told you they playing a game. They telling you they can do whatever. How come they ain't done it? Because they can't do it. They playing you. They ain't playing me. How come they can't do it? So you used to people dying, bro. That's why your sense, listen, you in the cage as far as that too. Of a leader dying. Your mind is stuck in the cage of everybody gotta die that talks against America. That's a 7th hour. Your mind is in the cage of everybody gotta die to speak against America. Because that's all you seen. That's what they did it for, to say, you see what happened to him? That's what happened to the rest of you. Let it be a lesson to you. And you took it as a lesson to you. As soon as you start you hear somebody talk, listen. You think something gonna happen to them. Well, you can't be talking like that, man. You see how you sound like a slave? You can't be doing that, bro. That's slave talk. You know what they're gonna do to you. Yeah. You know. They got you like that, man. Because the truth is, they the Wizard of Oz, man. You pull the curtain back and ain't nothing there. I done uncovered the wizard. Now you see nothing's there. Now imagine if all of us had done this. Where would we be? See? So now you see. You see what's possible. And it's going to happen. Listen, I promise you I ain't going to die. I promise you that. I know you're so used to it happening. When I tell you that, you can't believe it. Because your mind is still in the cage when it comes to leaders speaking out against the government. Now it's too many white people that feel the way I feel. Yeah, they feel the same way. They ain't all together no more. These white people ain't all together no more. Just like black people ain't all together. White people ain't all together either. And there's going to be enough black people, white people, even if you don't come up and be with me, there's going to be enough white people that see this for what it really is, and they're going to want to die anyway. They're going to want to die because they've done everything, and now we find out they got child marriage, and the whole country didn't even know. And you can act like, listen, you can be a dummy, whatever color you are. You can be an American dummy and act like everybody's going to see it your way. Everybody's not going to see it your way. They're going to see it my way. On the technicality that they made child marriage laws in America. That's all we trying to hear. We don't, you split hairs about it. We not. We don't care what the process, we don't care what the process is. We care about the fact that they could sit down and pass marriage laws for children, but lock up R. Kelly. That's what we talk about, is the contradiction, bruh. Not only the actuality of the situation, but the contradiction of locking up R. Kelly, badgering Michael Jackson all those years, and they had child marriage the whole time. Yes, even the times of Michael Jackson. Even during the times of Michael Jackson, go look it up. Even during the times of Michael Jackson, with all that badgering that they were doing, all that stuff they were doing, they had child marriage laws at the same time, man. You see how these white folks are? Like a black man doing something strange that they ain't doing. Like a black man doing something strange that they ain't already doing. Now you see it ain't nothing strange about it when they got 43 states of child marriage. Now do you? You don't see nothing strange about it now, do you? They make the black man out to be a monster. Look at what he's done. But you can't find no record of me doing it as an adult, can you? There's no such records, are there? See, I win, man. Come on, man. Look, they trying to fit an OJ glove on me, throwing psychological telepathy, playing psychological pedophile imagery games, throwing pedophile images and all of that. I already know. None of that works, bro. You ain't gonna make that OJ glove fit. We got 43 states of child marriage on you. And we ain't gonna play that black man, white runs from the white man game. We ain't playing that game, bro. It ain't no running, man. I ain't running. And listen, it ain't cause I'm tired. I ain't running. I'm posting up. I'm right here. I'm right here in your biggest city. I'm right here in your biggest city, buddy. And I ain't running. I'm right here in your biggest city, big baby. 43 states of child marriage, man. And we ain't running. See, you're captive to it. Oh, I would get out of New York. Why? God is bigger than this, ain't it? Ain't God bigger than New York? See, it's all about you you don't see it. You captive in your mind. You think you free, but you ain't. Why can't you think outside of this country and what it could do to you? Why can't you think outside of it? Why can't you think that God can do something for real? Because your faith in God ain't real. Well, God has done it before. I can show you in the Bible what God. I can show you a million different, outcomes. Look at Moses, for example. Moses told Pharaoh, God said, "Let my people go." You know how big Egypt was at that time, and Moses was just a prophet up there, probably looking scruffy, coming in front of a polished Pharaoh. Fresh, polished Pharaoh, right? Full of strength and everything. Not even breaking a sweat. Pretty sure Moses was breaking a sweat coming up there. I'm pretty sure of that. And he stood before the Pharaoh and said, God said, let my people go. See, all the Hebrews was in captivity. How long were they was in captivity? 400 years, right? You see what I'm saying? It's a mentality of the cattle. You know what I mean? And then God brings somebody up who is the deliverer, who is not captive in their minds. Okay? And it doesn't matter what they have. God has done it before. He's defeated Egypt. He brought the world to an end and kept Noah. Noah and his family was the only family saved. Everyone else died. Why you thinking, well, one man can't live? I can show you in the Bible where that happened. Noah. Everybody else died. So God didn't look at it like, well, all these, we gonna let him die and then keep all us. God didn't look at it like, well, for the better good, we're gonna just let him die and all these other people get to live. See, that's how these American Christians think. I can show you in the Bible where God didn't care nothing about none of them people. And let them all die and let his people live. One family and everybody else died. Now, if you want to be biblical, be biblical. So if God had that perspective before, you don't think he can have it again? Sodom and Gomorrah, that's another one. Lot and his wife, right? That's it. That's more than one example right there, bro. Where God did not look at no cities and no communities like you doing. He saved his people and they all died after that. More than one time, bro. And you think those servants could have a lack of faith? Saying, well, I don't think God can just save me and then leave these people. He's going to let me die and these people live. Why would he let them do that? They ain't got no heart to serve him. They ain't got no heart to serve him. They ain't got no heart to serve him. So why would he let them live? Why would he let Sodom and Gomorrah live? Why would he let the people in Noah time live and they had no heart to serve him? Now you see, now you understand real value. Where if it's just one man, he lives and y'all die. See, that's my faith level. I don't care about what you think. Hey, I don't shelter under your doubts. I don't take shelter under your doubts. I don't take shelter in your world of doubts and insecurities that the American government and community has put on you. Okay, that's you. You listen, you shelter with doubts and everything. Your roof gonna cave in. Water it's gonna rain on your head. It's gonna rain on your head. Yeah, you didn't see this one coming. Well, God will kill everybody and leave me. I know you don't think so, do you? I can show you in the Bible, and a Christian can't say nothing about it. Listen, see, a Christian is not the last authority on the situation now, is it? You know what the last authority in the foundation, you know what the foundation of everything is? The word of God, buddy. See, you take counsel in man, I don't. I take counsel in the word of God. Faith come by hearing and hearing the word of God. Noah was the only family, and his family was the only one saved. Everyone else died. Moses defeated all of Egypt through Yahweh, right? Through the Godhead. Egypt suffered destruction. Didn't care how strong Egypt was, didn't care about their reputation. Some people say, you know who he's talking to? He's talking to Egypt. And Egypt failed, now didn't it? Okay? So that's what you need to realize. That's the real word of God. He will save his man and kill you. That's why I'm telling you, you American Christians, you better understand this. Because this has become the enemy, whether you want to talk about it, whether you want to avoid it, whether you don't want to address it. This has become the enemy. And because you're not used to being in real-time wars, it's surreal to you. That's the 7th hour. It's surreal to you. It's surreal to you. You know why it's surreal to you? Because you're a civilian. You're docile, and you're not used to being in real-time war, where it's real-time wartime. It's wartime right now. You're not used to that feeling. So guess what it means? It's surreal to you. Like it's not real. Like it's a euphoria feeling. I know what you're experiencing. This euphoria feeling like it's surreal. But it's real. And they have to suffer. They have 43 states of child marriage. They play with God's man, and it's over. Okay, now listen, we ain't no clowns over here. I guess you had it wrong now, didn't you? Yeah, and I ain't no endangered species animal that you can feed and play with.